What up, what up, man? Y'all already know who it is, man. It's your big homie CBDub checking in, man, live, man, holding down for the news for you killers. Pull up King CBDubMedia. We're gonna go and get to it. Like I said, as promised, this is my movie review take on the new movie Us by Jordan Peele, man. Like I said, there was a lot of twists and turns in this movie. There was a lot of hidden messages in this movie. It's something you definitely need to check out. A lot of people ain't feeling the movie. A lot of people is feeling the movie. A lot of people caught the messages. A lot of people didn't catch the messages. But like I said, this is going to give you a run of the mill. Spoiler alert, all that type of stuff, Make sure y'all check that out. But make sure y'all go check out the movie, though, as well. Also, the movie starts off, as y'all seen on the previews and things like that. It's pretty much about, doubles, and cloning. That's what this movie's based on, doubles and cloning and all that type of stuff, failed government experiments. So pretty much as you see on the commercials and stuff like that, the previews, you see where the little girl is walking through the mirrors and the mirrors, the house of mirrors and stuff like that. She come face to face with her body double. Pretty much, at the beginning of the movie, you understand they be saying a lot of stuff about underground tunnels, underground facilities, underground all type of experimental things, and all that type of stuff that you'll learn about throughout the movie. So basically, pretty much the government was doing these cloning techniques, and they was cloning all kind of people. So to speed it up back for I guess the movie said, I think, kind of started off in 1986 or something like that. The girl was at a park, or it was at a music park down in Santa Cruz, California, and where basically she kind of just wandered off into the damn mirror house and came, face to face with her body double. So pretty much, the evil body double grabs her, choke her out, drags her downstairs, down to these tunnels and all that type of stuff, and handcuffs her to the bed, changes her clothes out, the whole 9 yards, comes back up, dressed how the little girl was, and boom, she rolls in with the new family, so her mom and dad was all freaking out. They don't know where she was at for 15 minutes, so they thinking the girl's all traumatized and all that type of stuff. And technically, she wasn't traumatized. The underground people are called tethers. So throughout the movie, you'll see a lot of bunnies and stuff like that. A lot of bunnies, the same type of bunnies they've been cloning and all that type of stuff. So they lived off raw bunny meat and all that type of stuff, that you have to check out throughout the movie. You understand that. So she blends in with the family. They didn't really speak, the tethered people that's underground, they don't really speak English or any type of language or whatever and all that, so she was trying to, she sat back and, watched, the whole time and learned how to speak and learn how to do everything. But at the same time, a lot of them tethered people that was down there, they didn't really eat like, the people upstairs. So fast forward, time goes by, as of course, if y'all seen that commercial, the preview, where the family, they see there's another family sitting outside, dressed in red suits and all that type of stuff, so that speeds up the time. So, during the whole time, she was paranoid to go back to Santa Cruz, California, to that beach front, because she already knew, she had a feeling that the real lady, the real person, the little girl she kidnapped and, and choked out and brought down to the tunnels and handcuffed to the bed and dressed her and she escaped, she knew she was going to be coming for her. So pretty much what happened was they both was into they both was ballerinas, all that type of stuff. They was connected in all type of ways. So, the tethered family, they had, her husband looked just like the husband. The daughter looks just like the daughter. The son looks just like the son, but he had burns on his face and stuff. The son's name was Pluto. And, so, it was that whole amusement park was a colony of body doubles and clones and stuff like that, and tethers people, things like that. Let me turn on my light. My light didn't went off, but yeah, so that was pretty much the whole thing behind that, It was a lot of twists and turns. You have to really, a lot of people didn't really understand the movie because they got to really pay attention to the movie. And that's what they didn't do. That's why a lot of people didn't get the movie. So it's a lot of hidden clues. Pretty much 20 minutes into the movie, I already figured the movie out. Because I do a lot of movie watching and a lot of script writing and all that type of stuff. So I figured the movie out already. So, but at the same time, it give out hidden clues, So with the tethered people, they really didn't do a lot of talking. They did a lot of grunting, a lot of growling and all that type of stuff, So the little boy figures this out already, that his mom is really one of the tethered people, you know what I mean, when they was in the process of, you know, fighting this whole other tethered look-alike family, a white family, you know, they ended up killing them. So when he ran in and seen his mom killing one of the twins and realized, like, damn, you know, my mom is a beast, you know what I mean? So he kind of figured that was the first clue. Like I said, you know, a lot of several clues throughout the movie that the lady, the mother, was, you know, not human, you know, she was just, you know, she was all beat. She didn't eat meat. She was a vegetarian. She had a lot of, you know, strawberries and vegetables and all that type of stuff. All that, you know what I'm saying? So she really, you know, it was really hard for her to talk and correspond with people because the tethered people really couldn't correspond and talk to people. They didn't know how to talk. So, but, you know, overall, it was a good movie. The ending, you know, it kind of, it fills you in, you know, about all the other parts you'll see throughout the movie, what's going on and what happened. Like I said, this is one of the things you got to really pay attention to all the clues, all that type of stuff. And it'll be right there, you know. So it's pretty much, you know, explaining you that, you know, the government, it was a failed government experiment. They've been cloning people. The Get Out movie also is connected to this movie as well. So, you know what I mean? I also think, you know, somewhere on down the line, the little boy was also, you know, switched out at some time. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking. But, you know, like I said, you got to understand, you know, them kids are a mix between, you know, the people up top and bottom. The mom was originally from the bottom. So, and they dad was originally he's originally from the top. So, you know what I'm saying? They got both, you know, both of that in them. You know what I'm saying? So them kids, you got to watch throughout the movie. Them kids had a real killer instinct. They had a real killer instinct. So, you know, that kind of shows, you know, when they got down to getting the killing mode, shit, they was on it. They weren't playing. So that's a trait they inherited from their mother, you know, who was also a tethered. And you know what I mean? So it's kind of one of the things, you know, where, you know, the original girl that got kidnapped and took down into them tunnels and all that type of stuff, you know, she planned out this whole thing to get the fake lady down there, and they had a big ass fight, a crazy fight. She was telling stories. She told the whole story throughout all this. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta check out all of that. And you'll see where it's going from. But that's my take on the movie. For a lot of people that didn't understand, that's the take on the movie. It's about government cloning, about the you know, about cloning that didn't go good. You know, so they left down there. So there's a whole colony of people down underground that you know, throughout the movie, you know, when they first got in the house with the family, the lady even asked, like, what are you people? And the lady, like, we're Americans. You know what I'm saying? So that was a clue, you know. So it's kind of one of them things, man. You have to really sit down and peep it out. But it's about cloning, about you know, all that type of stuff. It's about the hands across America, where 6 million people hold hands all across America, all that type of stuff. This is something that happened in America, you know, and things like that. It happened on the other side of the world. They said it happened in America because we know America's been known to be doing a lot of government cloning. So it's kind of one of the things, you know, have to really check it out, peep it out. Good movie overall. I like the movie. A lot of people giving the movie bad reviews or whatever. I like the movie. I peeped out the meaning. I understood the message, the whole nine yards. It's possible it could be a sequel by the ending. You know what I'm saying? Because once they revealed everything, the little boy seen the tethered mom actually kill the good mom, technically. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he was high, you know, she knew exactly where to find him at, in the locker, in the whole 9 yards. So, you know, so that's what it was. It was kind of like, man, you know, and he realized, like, damn, you know, my mom is not who she really say she is. You know? So, you know, she's trying to get him, like, you know, like, hey, just everything gonna be all right. He looking like, no, shit, everything gonna be all right. He slides his mask back on during that ride in the ambulance that they end up stealing to get away. And they was trying to get to the south of the border, going to Mexico. And that's how it ended, you know what I mean? And, you know, you see her, you know, realizing that, you know, she, you know, he knows that she's not who she say she is. So, but like I said, it's about government cloning, underground tunnels, like, you know, this, all that type of stuff, man. You got to really check it out, really understand it, man. That's what it's about. A lot of people didn't get it. It's about the uprising of the tethered people. You know, so it's kind of one of them things, man. I appreciate y'all tuning into the reviews. CBDubMedia, Mysteries, Photos, Newsfeed Killers, Pull Up Kings. Y'all know what it is. Let's get it. Peace.